What is up, good people? Jungle Link here. Hope you're doing well. There's a lot of speculation circulating right now that a settlement between Ripple and the SEC is imminent. And there's some different reasons why people think that, but John Deaton really breaks it down for us, saying, you know what? Really not possible for the SEC to do that. And the only way Ripple and the SEC could settle before the end of the year is if the Coinbase judge grants the motion to dismiss or partially grants it, finding that token sales on exchanges in a blind bid-ask transaction do not fall under security law. You know, anything that Ripple would accept at this point in time, really as the victor, once that summary judgment came out, would not be acceptable to the SEC. It would torpedo everything they want to do in this space. They are not incentivized to agree with that decision and, settle this thing out. They're the ones in the losing position at this point in time. Now, I'll tell you this from an investor standpoint. Yeah, we would like to totally close this issue and put it behind us, but it's not really necessary. Again, we won. We do not need a settlement here. The SEC is the one that's behind the eight ball in a big way. And I don't think it's just important for XRP investors. Had the SEC won that case versus Ripple, it would have been a terror on the whole crypto space. It's really stripped them of much of their ability to come out here and disrupt the crypto space. So I think we're fine where we are. We can let this thing go to appeal. Yeah, we would like to totally close it out, but it's not necessary. Remember, we won. And we know that why? Because the SEC is trying to rush an appeal. They don't like the decision, and it does harm them in a big way. But they don't have a lot of other options here other than just to disagree with this decision and try to kick it off to appeal and do the best they can. They're kind of out of options here unless they can push Congress to write new laws. And this ain't a good environment for that. So right now we have the upper hand, and I look for it to stay that way for quite some time. Now, we, in the same token, have this Ripple celebration. And a lot of people are like, the price is 50 cents. What is there to celebrate? I tried to kind of frame this before this came out, and I didn't know how great this summary judgment would be. I thought we would quote unquote win, but this was just a dominating victory. But I said at the time, don't think of this as your moon moment. This sets the stage for XRP the next time this, asset class goes into a growth phase. And also, it protects the rest of the crypto space. I mean, a lot of our investments would be at risk had the SEC not won. So yes, there's a ton to celebrate here. This was a big moment in history for XRP and for cryptocurrencies, and that is great. But you look at that as the starting point, not the ending point. The damage was already done. The last bull run, it's behind us, people. We missed that growth phase. Even though XRP stayed, a top 10 cryptocurrency, did pretty good for the circumstances for sure. It wasn't what we were looking for. When we were investing in XRP at 25, 30, 35 cents, we wanted massive, upwards growth, and we weren't able to get it. And that's already happened. That door is shut. Now it's about the next growth phase. And again, I think this is an important moment for XRP and crypto at large, and there's a lot to celebrate here, and it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's not the end. It's not that moment in time where you're popping bottles. It sets the stage for that. And I've been saying that for some time, and I still believe that's true. To truly see what XRP is capable of and your other crypto holdings, you're just going to have to wait until we're in a growth phase. We're not going to have success in a vacuum here. It just ain't going to happen. It's not that type of environment. Doesn't mean you can't have periods where you have good upwards growth and the price reacts favorably, but not what most people are looking for. You have to be in what we call in crypto a bull run, but an area of growth and expansion. That's what we're looking for. And the stage has been set. I think there is a ton here to celebrate. Now, we hear a lot about Ripple's IPO. And no doubt, when Ripple does IPO, it'll bring a lot of attention to cryptocurrencies in general and to XRP, of course. That's the crypto tool they use to send payments. And so I think it's going to be a big deal. But what I'm really looking forward here is I want to see those financials. What kind of money is Ripple bringing in from fees, from their payment services and things like that? We're going to get, a treasure trove of information here we're not entitled to. We get to peek behind the curtain and really see what their business is above and beyond selling XRP for money. So I think this will be very telling. I can't wait for that reason. Again, we get to look behind the curtain and see what's really happening back there. We're going to get a lot more information than we do today when they're a private company. I don't know if it's happening right now or they will wait until crypto is back in a growth area, a growth phase. We'll have to see. Again, they're going to calculate, is now the time to strike? They've been waiting a long time to IPO, or is it best to hold back and wait for a better environment? Only time will tell. Now, CZ is forecasting that DeFi will outgrow your centralized exchanges. And we already saw Uniswap the other day post better trade volume than Coinbase. And so what I would tell you is this. I think the growth is great for blockchains that facilitate this kind of thing. You know, smart contract layer ones, where you're going to have a lot of decentralized trade of assets on there. You may see, meteoric growth there. So make sure you keep an eye on that space. It's just beginning. And it's not only going to be Ethereum. We know how that works. Ethereum gets, overloaded with transactions. It starts to be slow, very expensive. So that'll roll off to what? Layer 2s on Ethereum. Also ancillary networks. Which ones are poised to really capture a lot of that value in the upcoming bull run? I think that's where you're going to see a lot of growth. So I know people are saying, look, DeFi is not a big deal anymore. It's only going to be gaming and NFTs and some of these other use cases. And that is a great place to look at. But don't go to sleep on DeFi and the trade of assets on decentralized systems, things like that. That's still growing. And I think, you're going to see a massive flood of people going into these types of systems the next time around. And it won't just be on the Ethereum main chain. We saw that in the last bull run. And some of these contenders, they weren't ready for it. They will be this next time around. I think there's a great opportunity there. Don't go to sleep on that. Kathy Wood, not my favorite analyst out there, but she's bullish that Bitcoin and AI will have a convergence. And I think that's true generally for crypto. You have a lot of people thought, well, we're wrong. It's not about crypto. It's only AI. These things are complementary, and these technologies have synergy, and they will build on each other. You're not wrong with either of them. If you're a fan of, blockchain, if you're a fan of AI, this is really the future, and these will be pillars to the future of finance for sure. So you'll see these things firing off at different times. Trust me, AI will slow down a little bit, and people will go to sleep on that sector. You want to understand the importance of both of these pillars because they will work together to build the future. Best believe that. Vicky B. Fresh, I just want to bring this up. Doing a great job. Not just breaking down Flare, but stuff within the XRP ecosystem. I know you already follow him, but if you don't, go ahead and follow him on Twitter and also on YouTube. Just doing amazing work. I'm going to post this link down below where he's just talking about some really interesting stuff within ODL and the XRP ecosystem. Read through it. Just doing amazing work. Needs to be commended there. And also, if you're a fan of crypto live streams, especially within XRP and crypto, Ceej does a lot more than just XRP, but we don't have a lot of those people anymore. A lot of them have transitioned to everyday videos. Ceej does, live streams all the time, a world-class talent, just a really smart guy that knows a lot about a variety of topics. So if you enjoy live streams, go ahead and give him a follow. Just amazing content. And he also does videos as well. I think underappreciated for the type of work that he does. I'll link him down below. Give him a follow. And I'm in most of his live streams watching, and I hope to see you as well. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.